What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today I have for you guys a first impressions of a brand new product coming into the channel from Sofirn. We were talking, they've sent in a flashlight to take a look at, a new one that is fantastic. They also sent in a lantern to take a look at. It is great, competes heavily with Olight's lanterns and exceeds them in some ways. And then they asked me if I'd be interested in taking a look at anything else. And I love headlamps. I have quite a few different ones from different companies. And I said I would love to take a look at one of your headlamps, one of the detachable ones. So the HS41 is kind of what we landed on. And this bad boy is detachable from the headlamp mount itself. You're able to get 4,000 lumens of maximum output, 325 meters as far as your distance. You're going to be looking at 3 hours for 4,000, 3.1 hours on high, 3.6 for the middle of the road, and then you're going to bump up 11 hours on low and 172 on the eco mode there. And I believe the moonlight mode, which I don't see here, the moonlight mode is 30 days, I believe, or very close. 29.5 days on the moonlight mode, guys. So that's, that's a long duration, and it's only getting better. This is using a 21700 battery, so it's definitely going to have a little bit more oomph to it because it is quite a bit bigger battery. It's actually a very good size and is capable of giving you that high output for that extended period of time. It comes with the battery, and it looks like a nice quality battery. Typically, they start to fail around this rim here. The plastic coating starts to wear off either here or here, and that's when your contact points become, let's just say, they could become a huge hazard. So the better quality this wrap is, the longer the battery will end up lasting. Trust me, I have had my fair share of issues when it comes to rechargeable batteries. Even good ones can have some issues, but I have had no issues. The lantern also uses these same batteries, and they seem very well made, and they seem to have a very long battery life. So this is a very simple user interface, just like their other lantern and flashlight. It's just one click, and I believe it goes to the last output that you were on, and then you just hold it in to cycle through low, medium, and high. And then once it's on, you double click, and that will give you the turbo mode, which is 4,000 lumens. Very simple interface. And then it also has the strobe, and then it has the economy, which if you hold it in and hold it in for more than 1 second, that's going to be your moonlight mode. And then you can go right into your other 3 modes from there. And if you need a little bit more, you double click, and you are getting 4,000 lumens for, what it say, 3 hours, I think. Yeah, 4,000 lumens for 3 hours, 325 meter output. And the reason I really like this is because the band, a lot of them will come and they don't have this top portion. And this top portion is going to relieve a lot of stress when this thing is hanging forward. This is going to give the side bands a little bit extra rigidity. This is padded up here, so it'll be nice and comfortable when you do decide to throw it on your head. And the thing that's really the key selling point of this thing for me is I can take this off the mount, pretty quickly. You just take the bands off, slide the bands off. You slide that one off the tail, and these are pretty tight bands. You slide these over this guy, and you have yourself a handheld flashlight that you can throw in the pocket. And that's a nice touch, guys. You can clip this in your pocket this way, and you have a forward shooting light, which is a nice touch because you can clip this in your pocket while you're walking, and it's going to naturally shoot forward and light up your path. And you're still going to, because of the angle of the head, you're still going to be hands-free. So, you know, you have a couple of options when it comes to this light. You can hold it as a handheld. You can clip it because it's got the two-way reversible clip here. You have a couple of different ways that you can clip this. And then you have the actual head mount itself. Now, because I have a plethora of flashlights, this is probably going to just be homed in the mount because I need and wanted, you know, a very reliable and good unit. You know, the Energizer ones, they work decent. They run off AAAs, I believe, you know, but they just don't have the output. They don't have the throw or the flood that these have, not even close. And then if push comes to shove and I'm using this and I need to kind of have a little bit more control over where the beam is going, I can take it right out and use it as the handheld option. Throw it in the pocket, clip it on the pocket, and shine it forward. This would be a great option for in a bag, a get home bag, or even your everyday bag. Have this in your bag and have it wrapped up. And if you were to ever break down at nighttime or anything like that, you are going to have a lot of power that you can just throw right on the top of your head or in your pocket. You know, and if, say, you're not real far from the next place you can go or what have you, I mean, you can run this guy on medium for 3.5 hours. You could run it on low for 11 hours. And if you're traveling farther than that, you know, 11 hours on foot, you're going to need something more than this anyway. But this is going to be a nice addition to any type of kit, you know, whether it's your everyday bag or it's the bag you keep in your vehicle for emergencies. If you have to ditch your vehicle or you have to leave your vehicle on foot for whatever reason it might be. The other thing I forgot to mention is the magnets that they put on the bottom of these is awesome. Nice and strong, even a very minor surface area, this thing is going to stick right to it. I have this real thin piece that this thing just sucks right fast to here. So it's got the magnetic base. It's got a good battery in it. The aluminum body of this thing is very nice. Now, like I said, guys, this is just a first impressions of this HS41. I will be testing this guy out. We will be doing more videos on more flashlights. We have lots more content on flashlights coming up. We have a review of the Bernite E18 coming, the Woobin X3. We're going to be doing the Sofirn SC29. And we have a plethora of other products like the headlamps, the lanterns, and various other lighting instruments. Because I'm a big fan of flashlights. I don't know everything about them. And I think that's one thing that I find interesting. I don't know everything about them. So it's fun doing the content and kind of learning, you know, what company is capable of what machining, you know, is done and how well it's done on each individual product. and I can say that their machining quality there at Sofirn is just exceptional. Very well done stuff. And I have to say, I prefer the machining on the 3 products that I have from them are built like tanks. They're finished very well. And they just provide you with a lot of grip with all this knurling and so on. It just gives you a lot of places to grip this thing and be comfortable. And I believe this light, it's an indicator light to let you know it's on, and then when you're charging this up, that'll turn to a solid color when it's fully charged. I believe it goes to green. I'll have to dive in a little bit more into the instruction manual, but that will be for the final review, guys. Initial impressions, first impressions, I'm not going to know everything, and or we won't be theoretically testing this product in this video. That will be a completely separate video, probably even from the review as well. Maybe tied in with the review, but not 100% sure on that part. But this thing is an absolute beast, going to fill up the hand very well. And then in my hand, it fits almost perfectly to hold this guy and still have the light itself showing. And I got a full grip on this thing. So not only is it fitting perfect in my hand for this kind of scenario, but having something you can clinch around your fist like this, if you had to be in a self-defense situation, having this in your hand is going to make a huge difference other than having just an empty fist. So filling your hand out with something like this is not a bad option, and you could even use it as kind of a striking implement. Not that it's designed for that, but something like this, you hit somebody with this or something with this, it's going to leave a pretty good impression on them from this instrument. Let me know if you have any experience with these bigger detachable headlights. I'm very interested to hear from you guys. I know a lot of people are just getting into flashlights and are looking for different options. And I'm going to get with Sofirn and ask them about some of the smaller sized lights that would be more geared towards the lightweight EDC world and just basic EDC, opposed to the bigger output, the bigger units, just to kind of see what those are hitting for as well. I'd have to get on there and look to see kind of what they offer in that size range, but something a little bit smaller than this, that's a handheld that you could easily throw in your pocket, and it's not going to take up a ton of space, basically, or throw in a little pouch. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But as far as first impressions on this thing, this is definitely the best headlamp that I have ever handled. And I have quite a few, like I said, and this is just great. A great design, giving the ability to put this on the headlamp or the head harness and then being able to take it off is a big deal to me. That's a great idea. Instead of just, having it basically formed to the head harness and not being it comes off with the harness like a lot of them do. This is a great kind of trio way of being able to use this light. Like I said, handheld, clip it in the pocket and shoot it forward, throw it in the harness and use it hands-free that way as well. Let me know what you think of this guy. Definitely love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button before you head out. If you're new to the channel and you are not subscribed here, hit that subscribe button down below the video. We have lots more content coming down the pipe, knife content, flashlights, all kinds of EDC gear. We have lots of stuff in store for you guys, so stay tuned. Love you guys, and I will catch you on the next one.